Hello, San Angelo. Welcome to the Live Daily News Show. I'm your host, James Bellini. Tess Koskovich is out today. In news, the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office issued a statement about a deceased body that was discovered in Christoval. The cook-off for Kian is this weekend, and your Wallhawks are state champions. Before the news, we have two interviews, one about the Women's Veterans Day Rose Placement Ceremony, and the other with Kellye Duncan-Garrett, who is with the San Angelo Republican Women. We'll get into those interviews right after this message from Jim Bass.
The 25 Ford Explorer, proudly made in Detroit, Michigan. Take advantage of unbeatable employee pricing and exclusive dealership discounts to make it an unbelievable $37,000. Choose from a variety of trims and colors to find your perfect match. Built in America and sold right here at Jim Bass Ford for over 60 years. Houston Hart and Arden Road or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Welcome back, Eric James Bellini here with Michelle Torres Harden with the Contra Valley Women's Veterans Association.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harden, how are we doing today?
Doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing great. We have something cool coming up here on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
We're doing kind of a rose ceremony thing and then
Yes,
a
sir.
luncheon, so let's kind of
Yes,
talk
sir.
about it.
So we're having our women's celebration for National Women's Veterans Day, and we're gonna have Sheroes to Women's Veterans Day,
Okay.
and we're gonna celebrate that with the Rose event at the cemetery. We're meeting at the Fairmont Cemetery on Avenue N.
Okay.
It starts at 9 a.m. and we're going to provide everyone that shows up with pastries and coffee. The coffee is being donated by the Bearded Barista and the pastries by Sam's Club.
Awesome. All right, and these are the roses that y'all are going to be
Yes, sir.
placing on women's veterans'
Grave
grave
sites.
sites.
Yes, sir.
All right. And that goes from about 9 to noon, you said, correct?
9 until everybody finishes.
Until
yes,
everything.
sir.
Because it's not just at Fairmount, it's
No.
at other cemeteries around town.
Yes, sir. The 4 cemeteries that we have here in town, that we're going to be placing them there. But we're meeting at Fairmont. Everybody's going to get what they need there. We have the team leads that already know where they're going to go. So that way, if anybody shows up there and they want to help out, we can pair them up with the team leads and they can carpool or follow them, or if they know how to get there, meet up with them there. And then they'll be placing them there.
All right. And you said that they'll have maps to where all the
Mm-hmm.
actual graves are at the cemetery.
Yes.
All right. That way you're not just,
Wandering
Well,
around.
that's a lot of walking. There's
Yeah.
some big cemeteries around town.
Yes.
But then at the Museum of Fine Arts,
Is the luncheon.
all right.
And that starts at noon. And we're going to have door prizes throughout the luncheon. We have a guest speaker coming from the National Museum, the National WASP World War II Museum
Okay.
out of Sweetwater. And did I say door prizes? We
Yes,
have
you
quite
did.
a few door prizes planned.
All right.
And there's some pretty good ones in there.
All
They've
right.
been donated by local companies here in San Angelo.
Well, good deal.
Yeah, so the community really has pulled through, and they always do, which is great. They support the local veterans. So, and we have a good spread for them to eat. So
Okay.
they shouldn't leave hungry.
All right. Yeah, you said they're gonna have salad, and then they could have either throw some chicken or ground beef on the salads, and a whole
Yeah.
bunch of other stuff as well.
Yes, sir.
All right. People need to sign up before they go into the luncheon, or can they just show up?
So we do have a registry, but if they did not get to register, they can register when they get there.
Okay. And where do people go to sign? I mean, is there like a Facebook people need to go to get signed up? Or?
So if they look on Facebook, they will be able to find it on there. And I don't think we have a specific Facebook, but if they look on events,
Okay.
is where they'll find it.
Okay.
And it'll come up as local events, and it'll come up on there.
All right. Do you know what that event's called?
Sheroes to Women's Veterans Day.
Okay. So that's what you're looking for.
Yes.
And as far as placing the roses, do people need to sign up beforehand, or can they just show up?
They can just show up to that as well. If they sign up, it will ask them if they're gonna come to both events, just the morning event, or just the afternoon event.
Okay.
So
All right. Did we miss anything?
I don't think we did.
All right. Well, Ms. Harden, thank you for coming on today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Back to you guys.
My name is Cade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, you know, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, you know, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
Welcome back. James Bellini here with Kellye Garrett with the San Angelo Republican Women. Ms. Garrett, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, and please call me Kellye.
Kellye. Miss Kellye, how are we doing?
I'm good. I'm Kellye Duncan-Garrett, lived here all of my life.
All
So
right.
everybody knows me as Kellye.
All right. What's going on with the San Angelo Republican Women?
The San Angelo Republican Women are having their 5th annual ice cream social on July 7th. That's
Okay.
a Monday at the VFW, the historic VFW. Everybody knows where the VFW is. If you've ever danced in your life, you've danced at the VFW. Best dancing floor, low key in town. But the ice cream social is on July 7th. That's a Monday, 6 o'clock. All of our meetings are at 6 o'clock. And we will have a guest speaker. We will have Steve Ministeri, who is the senior advisor to Governor Abbott.
Okay.
And he'll give us a full-blown update, I'm sure, on the recent legislative session and talk about Abbott's future plans. So,
You know, I think the big thing going on right now is the THC ban. That's kind of the big thing going on, I think, that
yeah.
Texas politicians are involved in right now.
Yes, and we will see how that, since the session is ended, I have heard that there likely will not be a special session, but I'm not in the House or the Senate,
Right.
so I don't know those things for sure. But we'll see how that works out in the future for the state. But one thing that the San Angelo Republican Women, the Concho Valley Republican Women, do as a part of the Texas Federation of Republican Women, they encourage not just their women members to get involved and participate in the legislative process, but their associate members, their husbands, their boyfriends, their sons, their nephews. They encourage everyone to get involved with the process and learn how to affect the legislation that they want to promote or that they don't want.
Well, that's another thing is that I feel like there's a lot of false information out there.
Yes.
And you can easily be misled now by being on social media all the time, and
Yes.
you need to go and hear from people
Yes.
like guest speakers and
Yes.
Abbott and everybody. That way you have a little bit more of a basis.
That's right. And you actually hear it from the horse's mouth.
Right.
We always tell people, don't believe everything you see on Facebook. Of course, you want to believe this show that we're doing live because
Right.
this is two humans that are actually talking, not AI. And we are presenting facts to each other. So this
Right.
is a good place to get your information. It's not some slanted information. And anytime you share information, you always need to fact check it and make sure it is true.
So there is an ice cream social going on
Yeah,
July
that's
7th.
the truth. Yeah.
All right. How do people get in contact with y'all?
We do have a Facebook page, and we actually now have a website.
Okay.
It's we're still tweaking it some, but you can go to sanangelorw.com. Not San Angelo Republican Women, just San Angelo RW. Or if you Google or do an internet search for San Angelo Republican Women, the website will pop up. But on our Facebook page, San Angelo Republican Women, it'll have information on there about that. And I'm pretty visible. Some of our board members on the San Angelo Republican Women are very visible on social media as
All right.
well. So, but we'd love, this is open to the public. We want everybody to come and just enjoy some great ice cream. There will be some homemade ice cream
All right.
and a great presentation by Steve Ministeri. He's the former head of the Republican Party of Texas. He also worked in Trump's first term in his cabinet, and now he's been with Governor Abbott for quite some time. Again, he's a senior advisor. He's a pretty big dog in Austin, in the state,
All right.
and in the nation. He's quite well known, so we'd love for everybody to come out and see him.
All right. Well, Kellye, thank you for coming on today.
You're welcome.
Back to you guys. Into the news, the Wall Hawks are state champs after they throttled the Thrall Tigers 14-2 in Round Rock at Dell Diamond yesterday afternoon. The Hawks jumped out too early on the Tigers, 4-1, leading in the first inning. The Hawks turned that into a 5-1 lead, into a 12-1 lead shortly after by the fourth inning. In the end, the Hawks won their second state title, and while Thrall did not have a good showing, moving up a classification, they were 2A last year, and then they were 3A this year, so moving up a classification from last season and making it state is a good start. And while Paul Harris is providing live updates to the Wall Hawks game, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office issued a press release about a body that was found on Mineral Wells Road. Yesterday around midday, radio reports indicated that a dead body had been discovered, and we had what information we could by the afternoon. They discovered a deceased man with a gunshot wound, and a gun was located near the body. A Christoval man had been missing for a couple days, but we are unsure if the family has been notified. His identity is believed to be known, and anyone with information related to this incident is encouraged to call the Sheriff's Office at 325-655-8111. And you can tell the weekend is upon us as we've already had a couple of crashes this afternoon. The first is on private property, so there are no citations issued, but a woman did go to the hospital. And then around 12:30 this afternoon, a two-vehicle crash left one man bloody. A red GMC pickup failed to yield the right-of-way when turning onto Jack Bates Drive and crashed into a minivan. The driver of the pickup was left with an injury to his face and a bloody shirt, but he declined being taken to the hospital, and he was cited for failing to yield to the minivan. And also, if you're looking for anything to do this weekend, head out to Ballinger for the cook-off for Kian. Kian Francis is a 15-year-old paint rock student who is battling cancer, and the cook-off is a benefit for his family. His father, Raymond Francis, is an officer with the SAPD, and his mother, Candace, works as a nurse at Montgomery County Jail. Kian did get to ring the bell at Cook's Children's Hospital, but his family needs all the help they can get. I went up there on Memorial Day and got a testimonial video with him. That's up on our website right now. You can find all the information you need about the cook-off there. And we'll get into weather right after this quick word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
Into weather, break out the water bottles and the sunscreen because it is going to be sunny and hot this weekend. Right now it's 90 degrees outside with a high of 95 and a low tonight around 72. On Saturday and Sunday, the highs will be 98 and 101 respectively, and lows will be in the low 70s. Beginning next week, Monday will be 97. In the afternoon, there's a 20% chance of rain, and the low will be 67 Monday night. And at the moment, we also have a 50% chance of storms Monday night. And we'll be right back after a quick word from our friends at Condos, Diamonds, and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Condos, Diamonds, and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Connos Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Conno stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Connos at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Quick shout out to Connos. Thank you so much for being sponsors of the Live Daily News Show. You can find pieces like this beautiful turquoise necklace there. It looks better around Tessa's neck than it does on me, so I'm not going to put it on. And we have these beautiful earrings as well. You can find these pieces at Condos, Diamonds, and Coins, along with a lot of other great jewelry there. But thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show, the only locally owned news show in the Concho Belt. Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms, and download the San Angelo Live mobile app. For the Live team, I'm James Bellini, and we'll see you next week.